What's going on? I'm here with Jason. He come by today. He's having a problem with the front dump not working. One of them works, the other one doesn't. He did a little trials at the house to see what was going on, and he kind of come to a dead end. So we're gonna dive into it and see what's going on. So here we go. Alright, so what we're having a problem of, one of these two dumps is not working. And we figured it out. And we got our wires down here. Luckily the dude that installed this was a pretty smart guy, and he put little connectors so you can disconnect it, remove the pump without having to cut the wire, which is nice. And this is the right dump. It is not working. The left dump is working. That's how we figured out which is which without having to probe it. So we got this. We got our voltmeter there. Put my red lead in there. Put my black lead on the ground, and I had Jason hit the switch, and we're getting 24 volts, which you should, because your switch wires run at 24 volts. So we're getting power to that wire right there. And seeing as those dumps are pretty much new, I'm pretty sure the wires are good, so we're just going to go ahead and kind of put that out of the equation. So with that being said, there's only one of two other things that it could possibly be. Either that solenoid right there doesn't work, which is possible. Kind of unlikely. I'm hoping that's what it is, because that'd be an easy fix. Or the dump valve inside is not working. Either the coil in the dump is burned up and it's not pulling the dump open, or something's bent in there. We're about to find out, and I'm going to show you how. That way you can find out if you have this problem. So Jason has another dump. He had actually bought one from me a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
3 weeks ago. What was the problem we were having then?
It was the electrical component on the dump.
The solenoid? Okay,
Yeah.
so we have replaced the solenoid. Something went bad on it. I think it burned up or something.
Yeah.
I don't remember. But yeah, we fixed that. I forgot that was a new solenoid. So we're going to swap that out and see, because I'm not hearing any clicking. And we're going to swap that out and see. But that was the new one, and he doesn't have the old one, which wouldn't matter because it's no good anyways. So fortunately, I have another one, because I bought a pair and I sold him the other one. This is my other side to the pair. So we're going to take the solenoid out of here, wire it up, put it on there, and see if that clicks. Actually, what I'm going to do first. So what we're going to do is I'm going to pull the dump out of here, the actual cartridge. I'm going to take the solenoid off, hook it up to the solenoid on there, and see if it clicks. I'll be able to actually see the valve and see it actuate. And if that works, by a process of elimination, that tells me the valve probably isn't working. So we'll dive in further. If it doesn't work, it tells me the solenoid doesn't work. Put a new solenoid on it, should be done. So let's keep going. Alright, so here's our new dump. Nice and shiny. And we'll be able to see down in there. We'll be able to see that valve opening and closing, hopefully. I'll at least hear it click, so that'll tell me something. So we're going to take this new valve off, or new solenoid off, I should say, and I'm going to drop everything in the grass so I can't find it until I go to mow the lawnmower. I'll pick that up before I forget. The lawnmower will find it. Alright, so there is our valve. And I'm going to use his tools because they're right here. And this is actually a little tighter than what I can take off with my hand. It's actually a lot tighter, and that may be the problem. Yeah, you're not supposed to have them things that tight. But if you don't know, you don't know. And now you know.
And knowing is half the battle.
Exactly. And G.I. Jose says, you know enough. But enough isn't enough. We gotta know everything. So that's a good possibility. That's why it doesn't work. Because that was really tight. It was a little snug coming off. It looks all right. Alright, now that we got that all hooked up, I'm going to have Jason get in the car and we're going to hit the switch. And hopefully this, I should feel it click or I'll be able to see it. And we'll find out what's going on. Alright, Jason's in the car at the switch. Go ahead and hit it. I am getting nothing. Alright, let me ground the dump just to make sure it should be grounded already because it's got 2 wires. Go ahead and click it again. And I should probably hook the wire up. That would make a big difference. Hold on 1 second. Alright, take 2 for real this time. We got our power wire hooked up. Alright, go ahead and hit it. Nothing. And I'll ground it out just in case. I don't think that's a problem. Go ahead and hit it. Nothing. Alright. That right there tells me the solenoid is bad. So we'll replace our solenoid. I'll try it again. Actually, I'll go all in. I'll just replace the solenoid. I'm going to throw it on the dump cartridge. And if it works, it works. If not, we'll go back to this and see why not. But, you know, by process of elimination, I'm pretty sure that solenoid has failed somehow. So we'll throw a new one on and we'll come back and test it. Alright, so we got our solenoid hooked up on our new valve. And we're going to have Jason hit the switch. Go ahead and hit it. And you hear that? That is working. I don't know if you can see it. But that is working. So we may have a bad cartridge. Alright, since we know our solenoid works, I'm going to go ahead and actually just put it back on the dump. Because like I said, it was really tight, and that could have been the problem. You want to have them just a little over hand tight, you know, just snug enough to where the bolt isn't going to fall off. So we're going to test it again. You want to go ahead and hit the switch down, Jason?
The main?
Yeah, you can hit either one. I just got that one dump hooked up. Look at that. It is working.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Alright, so it appears that the problem was just that the solenoid was over tightened, which is a good thing because we don't have to change any parts out. So we're going to put it all back together. We'll test it one more time just to make sure everything's working as it's intended to work. But I think we figured it out. Alright, so I'm going to be honest with you. After we figured out that extremely hard problem, we realized that was the driver's side. And we're having a problem with the passenger side. So we're gonna start this back over again. From square one. So we got the right dump this time. Literally and figuratively, I guess you'd say. So that is the wire for our right dump. And we probed it with the voltmeter, just like before. And what I've determined is when you hit the individual switch for the right side, it is not getting power. When you hit the switch for both sides, it is getting power. So we're going to go a little bit further. I'm going to plug it back up, have them hit the switch for both sides, and see if it goes down. And if it does, more likely it's going to be a bad switch, because one switch is giving it power, the other switch isn't giving it power. You would think it would be a bad switch. So we're going to try that and pick it back up and continue diagnosing from there. Alright, so the plot thickens even more. We are getting nothing. I'm getting power when we're using the switch that has both fronts, you know, the left and right front dumps on it. We're getting power to that, but we're not getting power on the individual switch. So we still may have a bad switch, but even after plugging this up, the front doesn't go down even though we know we have power going to it. After I took the cover off, you can see this cartridge has been pretty swelled up, which he had a problem with a switch sticking before. That's why he bought that dump from me. And it was this one right there. And he replaced it because he was having a problem out of this. But as you can see, this cartridge right here has been heated up pretty bad, and it doesn't really spin very good because it gets a bad spot right there where it doesn't like to spin. So we're going to throw a new cartridge on there and see if that fixes the problem. May have to change or a new solenoid on there, I should say. May have to change the cartridge also still, but we're going to kind of go through it and see. Alright, so we're running into a bit of a problem. That solenoid is not wanting to come off, which tells me one of two things. This is so damaged that the inside of that is an irregular shape and won't slide out. Or the dump cartridge is swollen in the middle, which happens when these things get overheated, and it's making this not move. So I'm going to attempt one other thing to get this off to see what's going on. If not, we're going to have to pull the pump and just put a whole new assembly on. I was really trying to get this off so I can just unthread that and thread a new one in because this is still good. You know, save us a lot of time, a lot of headache, a lot of labor. But if not, if that turns into being more labor than just replacing that, we're just gonna replace that. So I'm gonna give it one more shot, trying to get this off. Not looking too good, but we're gonna give it a try. So that didn't work out very well. There's the insides of a dump solenoid, in case you were wondering. So we're gonna go into the hood, crack the hose, bleed it all out. I'm gonna try and get a pair of pliers on there. It's like the last ditch effort. Try and get a pair of pliers on there and unthread the dump unthread the dump cartridge. If not, we're pulling a pump. All right, this is our last ditch effort. We unhooked the hose up front. It is out of fluid. I'm gonna try and get a pair of pliers on there because I can't get a wrench in there. And it probably isn't gonna work very good because it's pretty hard to take out with a wrench. So we're gonna just see, like I said, all else fails, we're gonna pull the pump, which I'm pretty sure that's what it's gonna come down to. All right, so we struck gold. Couldn't get my pliers in there, which that's what I was trying to get. But we did see it turn. So got the pliers on here, look at that, she turns. So we're gonna pull that out. I'm gonna throw a towel under it, trying to avoid any kind of mess. We do have the pressure off, but there's always residual oil. So we're gonna pull this. I'm gonna cut that wire there. And we're gonna pull this, throw a new cartridge in there, throw a new solenoid on there. Hopefully it'll be fixed. So we made victory. We got it out. It came out a lot easier than I thought it would. There's our new dump. This is brand spanking new. These things are kind of a pain in the butt to take out. You can use an adjustable wrench, but they usually strip out. They'll scratch the chrome, all that good stuff. I bought this wrench many, many years ago, probably about 13 years ago. Today is the first day I'm going to use it. At the time, I was swapping cartridges out all the time. And like I said, they'd round off. Ask me how I know. So I bought this wrench. It was from the Mac dealer, and it was very, very expensive. Like I said, this is the first time I've used it. You can see the sticker is still like brand new. So we're gonna use it, take that off. Hopefully it pays for itself and it comes off effortlessly. I mean, it is the wrench designed for that. It is a 28 millimeter. So if you want the wrench to take that off, that's it for Delta dumps. So here we go. All right, so we got it all put back together. That's what she's looking like. Still need to tidy up the wires, but we're gonna check it and make sure everything works first, because if you tidy up the wires or put your tools away before you test the job, it will go bad every single time. Ask me how I know. All right, Jason, go ahead and jack the front end up. And drop your right front. Good. All right, jack it back up. And drop your left front. Excellent. All right, jack it back up. And drop both front at the same time. Beautiful. Yes. All right, we are set. Now we just gotta tidy up the wires and we'll be good to go. And we got the owner, Jason. He's a pretty good guy. We've been doing a little bit of business back and forth. Yeah, coming from Georgia, believe it or not.
Yeah. With New Orleans roots though.
New Orleans roots, can't forget that. Can't forget that at all. You seen his other car, you would know right off the rip. You got a purple, what was that, Grand Prix?
Yeah.
Purple Grand Prix with a big LSU on the side. Can't forget that. Yeah, he comes from Georgia. He's in the last video, kind of unknowingly. Well, not the last video, but the video where I sold the Blue Rose. He was there. He witnessed it all go down.
Y'all didn't see me cry behind me.
Yeah, it was rough. You know, we had to have a heart-to-heart moment. You know, he talked me through it. But he knows a little secret about the Blue Rose that you guys don't. I don't know if it's a secret or a curse, one of the two. But you guys are going to learn here in a few videos. Probably the next video, I would say. But yeah, he's a pretty good guy. You do some music too, right?
Yeah, Bravo Beats. Yeah, Bravo 43 on Instagram, you know, Bravo Beats, Facebook, you know, you check me out everywhere. Bravo Beats on YouTube, Bravo Beats on Vivo. Yeah.
So it's Bravo Beats, right?
Yeah.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. I'm all about music. I mean, as you guys know, you know, the intro music, that's my buddy Rob, his band, the Helvetica Effect. You know, I'm all about people making music. I love it. And if I can help spread it, I will. But we got them all taken care of, and we're going to finish up the video here. Let's see if I can squeeze in here too. Maybe I can catch her both of you. I'm not good at this angle. I'm on the opposite side of the camera. But hopefully he's in frame. Hopefully I'm in frame. Probably neither of us are. We're gonna go cruise a little bit, test the car out. So far, it's doing wonderful. So we're gonna go drive around, go have fun, and we're gonna end it here. So hit the like button, hit subscribe, check out his music, give it a like, give it a share, all that good stuff as well.
Yeah.
Networking, you know, it's free, doesn't cost you guys any money. There's a bunch of wins, you guys probably hear it. So that's it. We'll see you.
Fan of Cadillac Dan.
All right, nice guy. Work is free today. All right, guys, we're heading out here. We're gonna go ride. We will see you later.
What seems to be the problem?
Good shot. Got away free. It lives to die another day.